Welcome to Song Stories. I'm Leslie Rohonczy. This week I'm featuring a song called Quest, Not a Journey. Oh, this is one of my favorite coaching questions of all time. Are you on a quest or a journey? I usually ask this of clients who are, they're trying to determine their direction or the next move that they're going to make. If you're on a journey, then you already know the destination. So it becomes about the planning and the resources. The intention of a journey is to arrive efficiently at the destination. So let's say I know I want to go to Toronto, so I'll be planning the route I'm going to take and where I'm going to stop for gas and where I might stop for lunch, etc. So it's about planning and resources in order to get to that destination most efficiently. Similarly, if you are an employee and you're interested in leadership and you want to become a people manager, the destination is people manager. But the resources that you might need along the way could include things like training or experiential learning opportunities, books you might want to read, other resources, in order to prepare you and build some of the muscles that you're going to need in that new leadership role. But if you don't know the destination, you don't have a route to follow, you don't know where you're going, and you don't know where to find the answers, then you're on a quest. The intention becomes discovery, which means that your stance has to be one of curiosity. So for example, maybe in your current job, it's not really filling your bucket anymore, but you don't know what you want to do for a living. I think it's really helpful to understand if you're on a quest or a journey. Do I need planning and resources? Or do I need to get curious about, discovering what's here first? And that awareness and that really intentional use of the right stance, that can be profoundly liberating. I think actually my approach to songwriting is more like a quest to start off with, because I have to be really curious about what does this song actually want to be, and then see what's emerging. Get experimental, try stuff, be curious, and then it becomes a journey once we go to production. And speaking of production, there's a piano intro that I played, and I wanted it to sound kind of Supertramp-ish. And I play it also through the verses, and I'm really happy with the way that turned out.
Leslie laid down some awesome piano tracks. She had mentioned she wanted a sort of a Supertramp feel, and that's the approach we took. That is no crime of the century. Anyway, she had an awesome intro as well as a lead in the middle of it. Sounded like this. Wanted to create a certain mood to this song, so there's a lot of sort of dark and unusual sounds. We had some hits that we incorporated, orchestral hits, that sort of thing in the band.
The guitars in this song create some great tension in the second part of the intro. Love that sort of kind of sound. Here's Scott Walsh telling us about the approach that he took with the guitars.
We wanted to create this sort of a pulsing feel to it that blended in with dashes of unusual little spooky sounds, something like this.
And sometimes bumping up against what you think you want versus what you actually need opens up a whole new area of possibility, and that's what happened with our approach to the bass part. Check it out.
The bass part for Quest Not a Journey was interesting, where we weren't achieving the funkiness and the edge and the snap that we wanted from the bass. So we threw caution to the wind and we recorded a guitar playing the bass part and dropped it down an octave. Sounded like this.
Some of you have heard me talk about the Big Handsome, aka my husband, and he got me a theremin for Christmas. And they say that the theremin is the most difficult instrument to learn in the world. They're right. It is ridiculously hard to learn this thing, or to be proficient at it anyway. But we experimented with it in the studio, and we found a kind of a crunchy, gritty sound that we really liked.
We even had a theremin in the studio that day that Leslie brought over. We were playing around with it, and it made a special appearance in Quest Not a Journey as well. Little.
I had such a blast playing around with that thing. It was so fun. Here's Chris Houle talking about his approach to the drums.
What we did to kind of build that little feeling of eeriness or whatever was a little kind of... Then when the drums kick in... Really emphasizing that double shot. So in the chorus, it's single notes on the snare drum with what the band is doing.
So are you on a quest or a journey? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the song. Leave me a comment below if you can, and share with your circle. Thanks. Someone else's mirror. Can't strive for perfection when your eyes are unclear. You can't set your direction without looking at your stars. And you're not really lost if you don't care where you are. Yourself fall apart. You can only be brave from a curious heart. And you know that destination matters not anyway. It's the art of discovery that's the only true way. Life is a quest, not a journey. Find the wonder, not the worry. Blaze new trails, no hurry. Let your path write your story. Your destination and determine the duration. You plan and scan the horizon as you strive to arrive efficiently. Then you're on a journey. But if you take your curious heart and you start to discover the ground you cover and what you love are found unbound on a quest and you're blessed in new territory, let your path write your story. Life is a quest, not a journey. Find the wonder, not the worry. Blaze new trails, no hurry. Let your path write your